Hello again. Now let me show you what problems that you will face when you start in the standalone. First of all, it will be a lot heavier PC, and also you'll have some problems because the real test for multiplayer happens on the standalone. And you'll have more lag, you'll have higher ping. So let me test it here now. Join. You can choose anything. It is not important because the glitch is not dependent on the team. The glitch is for the recoil. The recoil here will be too big, and sometimes causes the tank to flip and sometimes thrown away. And the fix is also simple. You see, now it is more glitchy because it has higher ping. Now it is 300 here. And this is because we are simulating on our machine. So and my internet is very bad, so I'm having these problems. Now the ping is better. Now what? Let me show you. Let me move. And you see you have a lot. Movement is harder because the ping is high. But sometimes we need some changes or some. We need to do some stuff. Now let me show you. I will try to shoot. And you see the recoil is very high. Very different than when we tested the game before. If I shoot from here, the tank may be flipped. Okay, and let's now leave this alt and 4. Now to fix the recoil thing, it is very simple. Let's go to the tank and let's go to the recoil timeline. Let's cut this and put it here in the server calculate recoil, because this here is calculated locally on the client and here is on the server, and there is delay between the client and the server. So the client will continue send information to the server, and the server will register more recoil for a longer time than we put here in the timeline. So to fix this is to get the recoil timeline and put it in the server node, which is better. I will also get rid of the multicast. We do not need the multicast. Leave it as server only, better, because the multicast will be heavier on the on your internet connection and on the stability. So here, play from the start. Now this recoil we deleted, we do not need it. Here, connect the update to the to the recoil alpha, and the recoil put it here on this one. Now let me just organize this. Now let's go and test again, and now you'll see it is more stable, the recoil calculation. And also I will make another fixes or changes that will help the movement of the tank. It will help slightly because, like I said, if the ping is very high, it will not help that much. Now let's join the game. I'll pause until we join the main map. Now we are in the main map. Now let me move forward and I will fire. Let me just stop here. Let me shoot at the T72. you see the physics simulation is not, I say, broken, but it is very bad on the server. Let me just, I'll stop and shoot. You will see that the recoil is more manageable. See, it is more controlled. So let's get out. And to fix or to slightly mitigate this lag in movement in the tank, let's choose the BP tank and the class defaults here and go to replication. Go down here to replication. Where is it? The replication? This one here. Here is the replication. You need to increase the net update frequency. It is 100, but I'll make it 120. And increase the net priority. Make it 4. And this physics replication mode. It is still work in progress, but when I tested this, predictive interpolation was more stable and gave us a better value or some better results. So now press compile, and also let's go to the projectile and let's increase its priority. Net priority also, and net sorry, what is the projectile? Projectile. Here the class default. This replication. Net frequency make it 120. The priority we see here is very low. Let's also make it 4 because the projectile and the tank are the most important things in the game. Now let's start. You'll see it is now the movement and the physics is slightly better, but it is because my internet is bad, so I have the ping very high. Now let's check no host. Create, find, join, and join. Now let's wait for it to go to the new map or the main map. Now the ping is 500 for the third client, which is very bad. I try to move. Well, I cannot move because you see 500 ping is very high. Let me test with the other one. The ping is 130, it's better. Let's move. Still some lag and rubber banding. But you see my movement on the server, it is smooth. But with me, for me, it is laggy. But on the server and the other client, it is smooth. Now let me just go here and exit this one. Now you will see the ping is more better. Now if I move, I'm smooth. I shoot, I do not flip on the recoil is more controlled. Now let me, the other thing I want to do is I want to make the turret rotation smooth and give it a realistic feel. So how do we do this? Now let's go to the animation blueprint. Where did I put it? Here, the animation blueprint. animations here. First of all, I want to change something, which is I do not want to do the cast, because I want to make it easier for us when we want to make a new blueprint. So we do not need to do the casting again. We only need an interface to connect here that will give us these values. We only need this stored value on the gun pitch. So let's make a new interface. Let's go back to the blueprint interfaces. New one, blueprint interface, BPI get tank anim data. Here get tank data. Also anim data. Now what we need here, we need 3 inputs. It will be floats. The floats, one for the tortio, other one for the gun pitch, the third one for the recoil. And let's go sorry, we need to be an output, not input. We need to be output. Sorry. Here, float. Let's get rid of these variables. Tortio and gun pitch. And recoil. Let's go to the tank here and implement the interface here. Get tank anim data. And here let's open it. Get tank anim data. Here we need the tortio. Let's get it here from the variables. The gun pitch. And the recoil alpha. Close this and go back to the NMBP here. And let's delete this and this. We only need this try get pawn owner. It is valid. Let's look for the interface. Get tank anim data. The tortio will go here, the gun pitch will go here, and the recoil will go here. And let's, like I said, will make it easier for us if we make a new tank and make we can only duplicate the animation blueprint, and that's it. We just do some changes here for the wheels and the turret, but here we don't change anything. Let's compile and delete this BP tank. Now also let me copy this and go to the T72 and delete everything and paste this instead. You see, this is that easy. And also, like I said, I want smooth rotation for the turret. How do we do this? We look for the interrupt to constant. Interrupt to constant. I start first with the turret here. The current will be the tortio with the current, and the target that you want to catch up with is the tortio that we get from the tank. The delta time is get world delta seconds, and for the interrupt speed, I think it's better to add this in the animation anim data here. Let's open it. compile. Also don't forget to compile and save before change anything in the interface. Sometimes it crashes. Let's add two floats. One I will call it turret turn speed, and the other one gun pitch or speed. I think it will crash. Well, it crashed, like I said. It crashes sometimes when you change an existing interface. But after the crash, after the restart, it returns to normal. Let's go back to our interface here. Let's add the variables again. Load. Turret. Now I'll call it EO speed, and gun pitch speed. Before we compile, let's save. This is better because I think it will crash again. Now when it restart, notice it will be good because we saved before the crash. Sometimes Unreal Engine does weird things, crash without any obvious reason. You see, now we beat Unreal Engine. Now we have, it is good. Now let's go back to the tank here. Let's add two new variables here in the tank properties. I'll duplicate this reload time. I'll call it turret speed, and also duplicate it again. And this gun pitch speed. Now for the gun pitch speed, I'll make it 80. Compile. And for the turret speed, I'll make it 70. And the turret put it here. And the gun pitch, put it here. And let's go back to the animation blueprint here. Now the turret will have we'll put it here, the interface speed. We'll do the same here for the gun pitch. Let me duplicate this. Use these two and duplicate it. What this finterp node does, it is smoothly transition between two values, which is the current gun pitch and the target gun pitch. Now this gun pitch, the target, the current, it is the same one as the one that we are setting, which is the gun pitch. The interface speed will be the gun pitch speed. Now let's make this mess a lot more organized. Let's organize this. For the recoil alpha, make it go up here. Now instead of doing all of R again in the other animation blueprint, I will copy it and delete this, paste it here, and that's it. Like I said, it is easier. Let's close this and let's test our new turret rotation and tank movement. Let's see. It's taking long. Now you see I turn fast. But this will give us another problem. Let me show you. Now if I shoot in front of me, everything is okay. Now let's wait for it to load now. If I shoot while I'm turning like this, the projectile already goes the other way. This is because we set the projectile rotation and added a correction to the projectile rotation. And in the next video, we will fix this. This is also simple fix. And also we'll add a menu, a pause menu that will enable us to leave the match and also quit the game. So thank you for watching. See you on the next video.